The Coolpad No 3 Lite is a device that follows up one of the most successful devices of 2015. Priced to undercut its stablemate and designed to impress with solid internals, the Coolpad No 3 Lite is an intriguing device that is poised to surprise and exceed expectations. Add to that the fact that this is a made in India or at least an assembled in India product, and you do start getting quite excited about it. Between the Coolpad No 3 and Lite variant, design sensibilities remain similar if not identical for the most part. The heavy handed use of plastic is expected given the positioning of the phone, but without a doubt, there is absolutely no questioning the quality of materials. The front of the phone sports a 5-inch display that is flanked by reasonably sized bezels. The black border takes away from the otherwise seamless edge to edge aesthetics of the phone. There are three capacitive buttons below that do not have backlighting, while you'll find a 5 megapixel front facing camera at the top, and also a notification LED is present here. Running along the edges of the phone is a metallic band that, at least in our white variant, adds some flavor thanks to its champagne color. Just beyond the band, the plastic taper off towards the rear, giving the handset a smooth curved finish that fits well in the hand. Over at the left side is the volume rocker, while the right side of the phone has the power key. Tactile feedback is just sufficient in both these cases, though we wouldn't really mind some extra depth here. The rear of the phone has a nice grippy design that is guaranteed to prevent slipping. Here you'll find the Coolpad logo down low, while above it lies the 13 megapixel camera, the fingerprint sensor module. We like how the phone has a more utilitarian look and opts for better ergonomics and higher quality materials, which is a move that is not often seen in this category. In fact, ergonomics are great all the way through from the volume rocker, power button, and fingerprint sensor, as they are all easily reachable. The phone has a thickness of 8.9mm, which isn't the slimmest around, but is far from chubby. The 142 grams of weight is also very easily manageable. For all the great hardware on a device, the software experience makes or breaks the experience. It is based on Android 5.1 and has a custom layer called Cool UI running on top. Like its bigger brother handset, we notice a slight slowdown only when running two apps side by side. The fingerprint scanner, which is increasingly becoming a standard feature, though not at this price point yet. Nevertheless, the sensor works as you'd expect it to and has the same full fat feature set of other such implementations, including the ability to lock specific bits using a fingerprint. There's a few more nifty additions to the software. Drop down the notification shade and you'll notice two shortcuts marked as C and multitasking respectively. The former activates an on-screen shortcut key that you can use to drag and place anywhere. Tap it and it'll replicate most of the actions of the capacitive buttons while offering shortcuts to take a screenshot or to switch the profile to mute. The multitasking shortcut, on the other hand, allows you to run two applications simultaneously on the phone. This isn't something we really recommend using given the not so fast processor and the generally poor experience on a small screen like the one on the Coolpad Note 3 Lite. The home screen is a simple affair and brings you straight to the apps. You can further create folders on the home screen to replicate the two-level hierarchy. The software on the Coolpad No 3 Lite is just as robust, if not more so, than its predecessor. Almost identical, we quite like how the software ties down with the hardware to offer an above average experience. The handset is powered by a 1.3 GHz quad-core 64-bit MediaTek MT6735 processor with Mali T720 GPU. The processor is similar to the MediaTek MT6753 processor in the Note 3, but makes do with half the number of A53 cores. Surprisingly, this doesn't have much of an adverse effect on performance. Throughout usage, we found the phone to perform well. High-end games predictably took a second or two longer to start up, but didn't show any serious degradation in performance despite half the number of cores. Of course, this was helped by the 3 GB of RAM on board that ensures that the phone doesn't get bogged down while multitasking. Equipped with a 5-inch display with a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels, the Note 3 Lite manages to cram in the same resolution as the larger Note 3 into a smaller display, resulting in a very respectable DPI. The phone has a bright and vibrant HD IPS panel that easily masks the absence of a full HD panel. The phone remains visible outdoors due to the bright display on offer, and color accuracy is very good on this display as well. The extra reflective surface of the device play truant with visibility in bright environments, but the display was able to mitigate this to a large degree. With a 13 megapixel rear camera and a 5 megapixel front facing shooter, the Coolpad Note 3 Lite seems to have good camera credentials, at least on paper. That said, the proof is in the pudding, and we tested the camera in a range of scenarios to gauge if it was any good. In bright sunlight, the phone performed admirably. Images were well detailed and the colors were natural. Noise levels were in control, just as you'd expect. Dynamic range was a bit limited, and so images with vastly different bright and dark regions would end up with lost details in the shadow region. In low light, the f2.2 aperture meant that the camera managed to take in a fair amount of light. Images weren't very bright, but the noise was controlled to the point that images appear clean unless you start pixel peeping. The camera works very well generally and only catches itself off guard in low light conditions. Connectivity options on both the handset include 4G LTE, 3G HSPA+, Wi-Fi 802.11 BGN, Bluetooth 4.0, GPS, and USB OTG. This is a dual SIM handset with active standby available on both. In terms of storage, you get 16 GB of onboard storage, out of which about 10.6 GB is available at first boot. You can expand that later using a microSD slot or via USB OTG as you please. The smaller screen means that the CoolPad has opted for a smaller 2500 mAh battery that on paper should perform worse. The combination of a smaller display and slower processor, however, means that the handset matches and often outshines the Note 3 in terms of battery backup. A full day of usage is very easily achievable on the CoolPad Note 3 Lite. It achieved a one charge rating of 9 hours and 34 minutes, which is good for a smartphone with a 2500 mAh battery. Priced at Rs 6,999, the CoolPad Note 3 Lite offers a robust amalgam of great hardware, equally well optimized software, resulting in an experience that leaves little to complain about. Indeed, it stands out tall amongst the competition. Would we recommend the phone? Absolutely. The CoolPad Note 3 Lite ranks among the best phones that you can buy if you're looking at a sub Rs 8,000 budget. That's it for the review, guys. If you like the video, do hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.